welcome back. Come on in. How have you been? Yeah, I've been so excited to work on your costume. It's complete. What do you think? I put the fur on the lapels here and a different one down the front, and I thought it ended up looking pretty cool, don't you think? I'm excited for your Halloween costume. It's finally coming together. Yeah, so today I thought we could work on your hat. Some accessories I think is definitely what's going to pull this look together. And I thought a hat it would definitely do the trick. Um, yeah, so I'm gonna start by taking a few measurements, if you don't mind, please. I'm not very tall, so I'm gonna ask if you could please sit on that chair, um, because otherwise I'll be reaching up and it's not. I'll try my best, but I need you to be kind of at a height where I can reach you, so I can get the best measurements. Yeah, yeah, just there. Take a seat, please. Yeah, thank you. That's perfect. All right. So, well, let's start with the measurements, and then we can decide on the style. What do you think? And there's I have some fabrics. So let's get started. Yeah. So what I'm going to start with is your circumference of your head. Perfect. It's a pretty good sized head. Okay. And just going to go from the front to the back and the side to side. Okay. Perfect. That's absolutely perfect. Great. Just want to get those measurements. Okay. And so before I move on to sizing the brim, I wanted to give you a few options on what we could pick from for your hat. So the first one is pretty basic fedora. It goes on like that, and that looks pretty cool. Yeah, yeah. So you see the brim here is what I'm talking about. And one like this is around 7 or 8 centimeters. So again, just depending on how wide you want it to be. Yeah. So yeah, that's your first option. As a fun embellishment, we can also do the little band, depending on what you prefer. Awesome. And then something a little bit more dramatic and fancy is standard top hat. Now this one has a lot of flourishes, so yours doesn't have to be as dramatic. I mean, unless you want it to. Yeah. So let's go ahead and pop this one on. Yeah, that looks great. Yeah, I think. You think it looks good? Yeah, the height is it's really fantastic. It gives you a pretty regal air, if you know what I mean. Um, so that is another option. So if that is what you're looking for, I will just have to increase the measurement for the top of your head. So while I remember, so if you want the fedora, we would need the brim to be, what did we say? I think was it 12 or 8? Let me just measure here again. Yeah. I want to measure from your head out. 8. It was 8. Okay, and then for the top hat, we want to go from the top of your head and raise it up quite a bit. This one, for example, is around 14 centimeters. So let's just go ahead and I'm going to measure from about your forehead. Thank you. And I will just add that little bit of height. That's great. Awesome. That's perfect. All right. And that is, I just wanted to get all the measurements so that I can begin working on whichever one you want. So the next option is this more European feeling, kind of vibe here. I think actually, honestly, that one paired, I'm gonna grab that one paired with this fur. I think that could be pretty cool. Yeah. If you want to put it on again, that's absolutely. Yeah. How does it feel? Yeah. All right. So again, this one is going to be a little shorter than the top hat. So yeah, I'm just gonna need to get your head again, please. That's okay. Yeah, no. Sorry about that. Okay. And that one actually, circumference. Awesome. That's great. Thank you so much. Alright, and I just had one more option. Personally, this one is my favorite. This hat itself is actually made from wool, and I think it's quite a cool look. So it's quite cool to the touch too. It's very fluffy. Let's go ahead and if you just tip your head forward, please. Yeah, that one looks really great, doesn't it? Oh, I'm a big fan. Yeah. Yeah, I really like the way that one looks. Okay. And so those measurements, just one more set, please. That was it. Okay. All right. So while you decide, I mean, there's no rush. I want to give you some more options moving on to the materials and colors. So first, what I thought was if we were going for the top hat, I have three different options here for you. So, yeah, this red one. The red, it definitely with the embellishments, depending on how much you want. So there's that one. We have this black one. Yeah. Similar. Although it's a little less bold contrast with the black on black. Yeah. Perfect. And then the last option in terms of the top hats is this grey. So that's a little less bright than the red, but a little more pop than just a solid black. So yeah, you tell me which one you prefer. Yeah, between these two, I think the grey. Grey, that's a great choice. So, and these? Oh, you don't have to make a decision right now. But keep those two in mind. I'm gonna put them here so you can look at them, and maybe you'll make your mind up before the end of the session. And regarding the fluffy one, what I'm gonna do is pop it on top of your actual costume so you can have a look at that and see what your heart prefers. So for the foundation, we typically use felt. It's a fun fabric, yeah. Very easy to cut and very malleable. Especially when you're making hats. Yeah, the great thing about felt is it can stretch. Very difficult. It's quite difficult doing haberdashery, making hats and that kind of thing. But this can be stretched to form against your head, yeah. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pop this around your head. Is that okay? Thank you. Awesome. Okay, I think I'm just gonna snip it right here. That's fabulous. Absolutely fab. Alright. Okay. And then moving on, I have some material choices here for you. In terms of the fur, I wanted to give you some options. So the first one is this beautiful fluffy brown one. It matches this, so it would look really good. I think the two together, and then we could maybe add some embellishments, some feathers, some bow ribbon, whatever you prefer. But yeah, I love the way this one looks. Okay, so that's your first option. And then I have this black fur. It looks a lot closer to the one that I really like. Yeah, you see they're quite similar. Not exact, but obviously we want what you prefer. Yeah. And then the last one, I just wanted to bring it in so that you could have a look. It's this pale sort of camel color. Yeah, together, possibly not. It's up to you. So I wanted to give you the choices again. So we have the more camel tan or the black one. Which one do you prefer? Yeah, the black one. I think the black one. And then black and this beautiful fur. Yeah, feel it. It's so luxurious. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. If you can't make a decision, it's all right. Again, I just wanted you to have the choice. Awesome. So I'm going to lay them against this so you can get an idea. And then finally, the last part of creating the hat that I thought you might want to have it look at was the embellishments. So, yeah, if we wanted to do something again like this little lace, that could be fun. An overlay for the top hat. Alternatively, the fabric itself, like this fur. And then if we are going for the fedora look, we wanted to consider things like ribbon. Oops. So I have this really beautiful red velvet bow. Yeah, I feel it. It's quite cool, isn't it? So this would go around. Just gonna go ahead and just get that. Sorry. Just around your head. That's perfect. Awesome. So the red is great. I really, really like that one myself. And then if we want something with a bit more pizzazz, I have this beautiful red and gold, the gilded edge. It's quite interesting as well. There's a very fine wire inside of this ribbon, so it helps it stay in place. Yeah. So again, having that around the hat, I think will look really cool. No, that's great. So just so you can see them again, we have this beautiful red velvet or this gilded red and gold. Yeah, I know they're both really good. I know. No, that's absolutely perfect. Great. There was one more thing that I wanted to run by you, and this was if we were going really, really fancy, and so that's entirely up to you. But I have if you want more embellishments, some real pizzazz, we can really go all out, and I can put on some gems, some beading. Is it okay if I put this out? Thank you. It's cool, right? Thank you. All right. So, if this is something that you are leaning more towards, I will just need to get your opinion on some of the colors, but I also just need to get a handful more measurements, please. I just want to make sure it's completely perfect. Thank you. Oh, I've dropped my pen and my measuring tape. Okay, just come a little closer, please. Thank you so much. No, that's perfect. That's great, absolutely. All right. And when it comes to the brim of the hat, it also needs to be in proportion with your shoulders. So, if you wouldn't mind, please, standing for me. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm going to do your shoulder, shoulder to shoulder. I just want to get that again. Yeah, you have big shoulders. Awesome. And I think we can play a little bit with the projection of the brim. That's awesome. So, are there any other questions? Anything else that you wanted to let me know you were thinking about that you wanted on the hat, on the costume? You want to go through them one more time? I think that's a fabulous idea. I think that's great. So yeah, it's one last time with the fedora. Let's pop that on. Yeah, and great stuff. And the top hat. Fantastic. That looks so great. I really like. I have a soft spot for this one. We have the really fluffy one. Beautiful. Okay. And the last one, which I think looks really good. Yeah, no, that's great, fantastic. And then again, one last time with those fabrics. Just want to make sure you're really happy. So we have the tan camel one. And we have the black one, if you prefer the black color. And then we have this really thick, fluffy brown one. Alright. And then in terms of the ribbon, perfect. And then my favorite, my personal favorite, the velvety one. And if you want to see it one more time. Yep, the beadwork, everything. Alright. I think that's everything that we need. I'm going to get to work on that today. And I look forward to seeing you soon. Yeah,